meatball really is an unheralded pizza topping. I mean, obviously you have your marquee ones, the ones that get all the shine, as we got someone popping open a cold one over there, cold peppy. But no, shout out meatballs on pizza. I'm a big fan, Jake.
Tell you what, best in the world. Obviously New Haven pizza is best in the world, but meatball on New Haven pizza.
There you go. I'm also, obviously buffalo chicken is a big one for me. But also, if I'm going to get a buffalo chicken pizza, I might as well just grow up and get a buffalo chicken calzone. I feel like it's better.
You
get the full, you get the full wrap of the bread around there. Get all like the unhealthy shit there. That's what I need. Dan in the YouTube chat, off the bat, can we get a minute into the show? Just a minute without talking about Arsenal Football Club, please. PSG, I just need 90 more minutes. I need you to get the hell out of here, Dan. I don't need to hear this right now. Don't need that. We have a great baseball team playing right now. Yeah, shout out to the Gooners. But we got a great baseball team playing right now. They're already up 3-0 against Toronto. We're talking about great pizza. The last thing I need is to talk about that god-awful fucking soccer game that happened earlier today. That's later in the show. We'll get to it. As Liam already is, I'm sure, is very excited to get to. We'll talk about his soccer team, I guess, later on in the show. But
Liam, can I get a hat check? Liam, is that worms? Worms on? Oh wow. Okay.
We're twins, except you got the blue brim.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake, that's an amazing hat. I said it off air, but I'll say it again. The Pawtucket Red Sox, the pause gripping the P pause, new era fitted, the one that Manny Ramirez was wearing when he was begging and pleading to stay down in Rhode Island. That's a beautiful John right there. It impresses me how easily and how often you can find these grails.
Dude, it's not easily. I've been searching for this one for a long time. It's called eBay notifications. That's what it's called. It's called You're Dead.
And it goes quickly.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah. No, I'm silly.
No, it's true.
Stuff doesn't, I've been looking for this for a while. This exact new era. It's a snapback. I like my snapbacks.
There you go.
I'm not a fitted man because my hair goes through too many different
changes,
iterations, I'd say. Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a fitted from the front. I was going to ask you what size you are for a fitted.
And with my hair the way it is now, I would probably 7 5/8.
Wow, that's a fucking noggin, Bruce Bochy ass head.
Bro's got a dome.
Yeah, it's like 7 1/2 when I used to not grow my hair out at all. So
that's still a big noggin. I'm a 7 1/4, 7 3/8 maybe.
Yeah,
I'm 7
and and another reason why I prefer snapbacks to fitteds is they look way better on backwards. I think that's just
true.
One man's opinion.
It's true. The only person that can pull off a backwards fitted the only two people, Griffey and Trevor Story. Let me tell you.
And Fitzimo Pena, clearly, folks. Am I right?
Yeah, Whoa! Look at him.
That's okay. I like it forward, anyways, more.
No, I look
at least for these hats. Dad hats backwards are great. I am a big fan of backwards dad hats, and snapbacks as well are good backwards. But go fitted, you got to go straight up, I think. But in any event, this is Pod on Lansdowne, hats on Lansdowne, pizza on Lansdowne, not soccer on Lansdowne. Pod on Lansdowne, though. That is Fenway Sports Enjoyer, a.k.a. Liam. We're joined by Allergy Haver, a.k.a. Jake. And Jake, by the way, I'm starting to suffer myself. I'm playing sick right now. Playing even injured, some are saying. Allergies are starting to kick my ass a little bit. Yeah. Well, you had it the other night, and you're fighting through it.
I've been piggybacking like Allegra, Benadryl, Dayquil, eye drops.
Speaking of hats and Benadryl, have you seen the Hat Man yet?
Not yet. I've been careful on when to how many Benadryl I'm taking.
Okay, yeah. Well, let us know on the Hat Man front. But in any event, I'm JC Romero, a.k.a. Fitz. Again, this is Pod on Lansdowne. We're happy you could join us for another edition of the program. Shout out to everyone in the YouTube chat, Pod on Lansdowne on YouTube. Subscribe and join us live whenever we go live on Tuesday nights, especially during Red Sox games. It's a swimming Red Sox game right now, which I've got it on in the second window right now as we live and breathe. 3-0 Red Sox, not bottom of the second right now because I'm way behind on the stream. No, I am on the stream. It's still bottom of the second after Christian Campbell hit the home run, so that's great. But shout out those in the YouTube chat. Christy, as always, tapping in. We got Dan, Chelsea fan, making fun of Arsenal losing. Jonah in the chat. Desert Giorgio. The whole gang's all here. Whole gang's here, and we're here talking about a pretty good baseball team. Leo in the chat as well. He just got in, tapping in. Hello, Leo. Gentlemen, Red Sox baseball this past week started off. It's so funny because they do have this tend to win the finale of a series and win the series right before we start recording, because the middle of the week, you drop 2 or 3 to the Seattle Mariners at home. Feels like a missed opportunity. Well, that's tough. Then you end up going into Cleveland, a solid Cleveland Guardians team, and you end up taking 2 or 3 there. So you start end up, you feel like you got a little bit of momentum right now heading into this big series up north of the border in Toronto, Liam. I'm feeling pretty good about the team as it stands right now. What say you?
Yeah, no, I was reflecting on the past week before we hopped in here, and I feel like you nailed it, Fitz. It was just a little odd. You got both ends of the spectrum. You got sloppy baseball against the Mariners, and then obviously the first game against Cleveland, but then they take the next 2, and we're rolling right now as we speak, Tuesday night. So I don't know. I can't get a real idea yet where this team's headed. I hope they don't tease us with 500 ball again all season, but there's certainly better signs so far this month than we got this time last year. So I don't know. I think we're headed in the right direction.
They must know we record on Tuesdays. That's what I think. I think they're worried about how Pot on Lansdowne is going to talk about
AC's in their ear in the pregame meetings.
Guys, we got to win that weekend series. That's what matters. Who cares about that midweek series? Whatever.
Because like Felger and Maz, you can tune them out. They're every day. They're going to find something to complain about. We only get the one shot each week, so we got to make it count. And if we're not happy,
That's what I'm
Jake
saying.
will be hitting that panic meter. The overometer will be going off the charts. So they got to make sure that they're on our good side going into the episodes. But in all seriousness, not to keep talking in circles, Liam, but you did, hit the, you nailed it there. Some sloppy instances of baseball, and we can get into that in a little bit and don't fuck with. I wrote this in the Brushback article on Over the Monster that just published this past Monday. You, Liam, said that you're not sure which way this is going to go. A month into the season now, about 30 games into the year, I'm pretty confident in saying that I think this is a good team. I don't think they're a gangbusters team. I don't think they're a great team. I think they're a good team. And then when you look at the landscape of the American League, we've said it before, we'll say it again. Some teams off to a good start. Yankees atop the division. The Tigers are off to a pretty good start. But there isn't a ton that completely worries me in the junior circuit as it stands right now. When we play our best game, and we saw it here, the bullpen had some flashes of brilliance. There were some pretty good pitching performances over the past week. And obviously the lineup, I think that's going to be the crux of the meat of the conversation as we get closer to fuck with, don't fuck with. More so on the fuck with side. When we're on our game, there's not many people that I think can beat us, Jake. And, that's exciting to know. Again, I don't think they're a great team per se, but I'd say good.
It's just good to feel involved. It's just good to feel like we're in this.
We're in the mix. We're here.
Yeah.
Guys, I gotta be honest. I'm gonna call it right now. Apologies. We got it massively wrong. The Orioles are not winning the division. I'm pulling that prediction right now.
Whatever happened there?
I thought that
Jake
I thought that pitching was
Wallinger.
bad.
Jake Wallinger was low on them coming in. Shout out Jake.
Four home runs for the Yankees on 12 pitches to start the game tonight.
Who started for the Orioles?
Interesting. I wish Kyle Gibson.
Nestor Cortez.
I think
Did they trade for Nestor over the last couple days and I must have missed it? And
Yeah, he's giving them signs.
Wow, who could have thought that rotation wasn't gonna cut it? That's so weird.
I just needed him to hang in there, but I did not think it would be this putrid. It's gonna be a big hole to dig out of. They only got 10 wins going into tonight. I know the AL, like you said, Fitz, they're not a bunch of gangbusters in the junior circuit, but yeah, I don't know if that lineup can carry them through whatever the hell's happening. Yeah, so that happened.
And the fourth home run is right behind me. Isn't it?
Yeah, they stink. They stink.
That's
Sorry.
bad. That's rough.
Again, I think it could be a good lineup, but yeah, you said it there, Liam. Is it good enough to get through that? And listen, we are
and the back end of their bullpen's elite. It's just
timeout. I'm calling a timeout. The second to the most recent comment in the chat. Fitz, you highlight that one?
This is. I'm
Yep,
not reciting this on the podcast.
I'll recite
one-
this for the listeners.
No, no,
Oh,
no, no,
okay.
no,
That's
no,
the
no,
YouTube- that's
no.
a YouTube special.
No, that's a
exclusive.
YouTube specialty.
All right.
If you really wanted to see the comment from Hot Dog, there's your one hint about what the comment is about.
Perverts are here. Perverts are in the chat.
Literally, perverts are.
Perverts are control.
Yeah,
Remain calm.
multiple ows in the chat. Steven Tyler ows. If we had to put that on, like if I had to edit that, Jake had to read it out. I would have had to layer like 50 Steven Tyler ows there. It's just not worth my time. I got to go to bed after I edit. You know what I mean? It could be a long night for me. I don't need that. So honestly, I'm saving myself the headache there by pulling the plug on what Jake was about to read there. But yeah, that's a YouTube specialty for the gang there. What the fuck were we even talking about? The Baltimore
We're talking
Orioles.
about the Orioles. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm calling that one. We got it massively wrong.
And listen, we live in a post 17-31 Nationals world. You know what I mean? Again, it is. Again,
True,
up
but
until I'd say Memorial Day, it's
they
still
also had
early.
Scherzer in Strasburg.
Right, exactly. Right,
They're
yeah.
not
it's-
walking through the Orioles.
something drastically is going to have to change for Baltimore if they want to, get back in the thick of a division race. But yeah, even like some of the guys like Adley's off to another slow start this year.
Yep,
Kyle
kinda
Gibson's
started
not
the year
walking.
hurt.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Adley, that
Mike
you guys
Musin- Mike
gave me
Musin
shit.
is not walking through that
You
door.
guys gave me shit. I said Adley is a prime whatever happened.
Oh,
there
I still
candidate.
I still don't think he is.
All right.
But
Nah, I'm
All
still with Liam on that. And even then, if you want to keep victory
He's the least of
lapping
the
on
worries.
things, Jake, I'm sure we could go into the archives. Who did you say was going to win Cy Young this past year? Nick Pavetta?
Nick Pavetta. Hey, I
No,
was a
that's
year
me.
early.
That one looks good.
Does it? You don't get bonus points for being a year early.
Never
Never wrong. Never wrong. Just early.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, my friend. You don't get credit for that. Liam would be the one who gets credit for it for doubling down. He gets to take that victory lap. You
I'll
don't.
tell you what. Not for nothing. Jackson Holiday. That's not even a whatever happened there. That didn't even get off the ground.
Are we looking at the next Tim Beckham?
Yeah. Ugh. Stinky. Gunnar Henderson. I'm demanding a trade if I'm Gunnar Henderson pretty soon. No help. Gunnar Henderson. Come to
LeBron
Boston.
meme, no help.
Come to Boston, King.
But yeah,
Another
if
shortstop.
if you're disappointed, if you're frustrated with this Red Sox start, which I've heard those adjectives thrown around a little bit, even though I do think that this is a good team, and they've won 7 of their last 8. I don't know if it's 7, but 5 of their last 6 or 7 series. They're
Us?
on a us. We've won 9 of our last 14 games, something along those
Oh.
lines.
That's pretty cool.
They're playing some pretty good baseball right now. It may not feel like it per se, but they are playing some pretty good baseball. But even if that's not convincing you, you could be the Baltimore Orioles right now, where they are supposed to be in this win now phase, and it's kind of
With all
falling
that young
apart
talent.
at the seams
With
as
all
it
that young
stands
talent.
right
Hey,
Yeah,
now.
Mike
you-
Elias picking his nose on the broadcast.
Yeah, I was
last
gonna say,
night.
when you-
what
when
the
you have-
fuck is happening?
When you have 5 young studs and your offseason consists of, huh? That's what you get.
100-year-old Charlie Morton. the
That's what you
Crypt
get.
Keeper.
Sagano
It could
looked
be
good
worse.
the other night.
It could
but
always be worse.
He did.
even if he is gonna end up being good, that's one guy out of
He's still
this
30
staff.
something years old. Yeah.
All right, enough about that squad down there in the swamp.
Is that
talk about
technically
our
part of the
boys.
swamp? I know
Let's-
Washington D.C. is in a swamp, but is Baltimore also considered swampy as well?
No, but I mean the weather, yes, it's muggy all summer. It's gross.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
All right, let's talk
Right,
about
but
our boys.
DC is literally built on a swamp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
drain it. Drain it.
Drain it all.
You're hearing that more and more, aren't you?
Yeah.
Jake,
Nats
that's a
look
pot.
pesky. That's the last DMV note I got.
Okay.
Yeah, just a fucking war zone of the National League, though. But let's take a quick break. When we return, let's get into some more specifics of the week that was in Red Sox baseball and fuck with, don't fuck with. Kind of alluded to it earlier, but I think it's going to skew heavily towards the fuck with. Even with that tough Mariner series, me personally, I'm definitely going to skew. It's harder for me to come up with a don't fuck with than a fuck with. I have a couple of backup fuck withs. I still got to figure out what my don't fuck with is specifically. And I might even spin that into a positive. Who knows? I'm feeling pretty good on this
Okay.
edition of Pod on Lansdowne. But that's coming in a moment. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hi, chat. Ow! What we got going on, chat? What's going on, gang? Smiley dapped me up on Sunday at the Woo Sox, and it was a hashtag chills moment. That's right, Seth.
Hell yeah.
Do not bring up the Smileys that have been violated this weekend. Oh, God, I don't want to know about that. I don't think I want to know. Riss is in here. What's up, Riss? Riss missed out when I was doing roll call earlier, so that's why I didn't mention we were already into
Not
the
quick
thick of it.
enough.
Jake, don't let Fitz restart this episode. Yeah, I won't, because hopefully, knock on wood, hopefully no technical difficulties. I won't have to restart it, so that's good.
When was the last time we restarted? You haven't used that laptop, right? Since we
Yeah, well, I've used it for editing because that's when I. But in terms of recording, yeah, so that's my crash out, the great crash out of 25. Yeah.
Yeah, what was that? The April 8th incident, I think.
Oh, that's pretty specific on the date.
I don't know. I was trying to think. It was like 3 weeks ago, right? That's a Tuesday.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it, man. Jake, did you get that reference? What I just did?
Let's get to it.
Let's get into it, man.
No.
It's what the Marshawn Lynch get off my dick guy or
Raffy.
fuck off me.
What did Raffy do? Hit a home run?
Up.
Yep. 4-0.
Nice.
we got a
Nice.
voicemail.
Everybody's hitting. Everybody's hitting home runs.
them boys hit.
We got a voicemail for
Oh, do we?
third segment. We'll get into third segment. We'll do fuck with, don't fuck with, and then we'll do. I have not listened to it yet.
All right.
I'll tweet the. Love that. I'll tweet the tell me to ride horses. Like every day, my mom would yell at me. I was riding horses. I'll tweet that. Hope you guys are enjoying this peek behind the curtain.
I think I ate my pizza. I think I ate my pizza too fast. My tummy hurts now.
Oh, no.
You should have enjoyed it slower before we started recording.
It arrived right as
Young
we
woman.
started.
This is a fun game so far. I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah, this is great because hopefully I can check out and watch the Celtics.
Time step off.
Rays, Jonah, it's up here, up on beautiful Midtown East.
New York City is actually the only city in the country where you can get pizza, believe it or not.
Are we? What's going on?
I'm just making. I was about to start up, but then Rafi hit a homer, so I'm just.
Oh,
All right, I'm going to start it back up in a second. 5 seconds. We're back. Pod on Lansdowne here. Jake, Fitz, and Liam at your service right as Rafael Devers just hit a home run to make it 4-0 Red Sox. One of these days, they're going to be up a lot, and we're going to be recording. We're going to give updates like that. Oh, it's a great day at Fenway this Tuesday night. The crowd is buzzing. Red Sox are in the playoff race. They're up 7-0. We stop hitting record, and then, I don't know, the fucking, the Angels come back and win the game, like 10-7 or something. It'll be moments, right before the disaster. People go back, and it's like, wow, they didn't even realize how good they had it until it was gone. But we'll worry about that when we get there. Again, this is Pod on Lansdowne. You can follow us on social media at Pod on Lansdowne on Twitter and Instagram. I'm at Fitzy Mopena. Jake is at Jake Wallinger. Liam is at Liam Fennessy _ Gentlemen, fuck with, don't fuck with. Let's get to business here. We'll start with the birthday boy. He's not beating the birthday allegations over there. Let's go with Jake. Jake.
okay.
Mr. Wallinger.
Yeah,
Mr. 26-year-old,
yeah,
Mr. Just got kicked off his parents' insurance.
Yeah.
What are you fucking with? Willie now.
my Lord.
Chat saying Willie.
3-run home run.
3-run. Oh, goodness gracious. Touchdown.
Fuck with that. Fuck with that.
Yeah, there's your fuck with for the week. But, Jake, while we get these posts up, what are you fucking with?
I'll tell you what I'm fucking with.
Oh, he pissed on it. Oh, heavens to Betsy. My stream is behind. He pissed all over that. Oh, he golfed it. Let's fucking go, boys.
I am fucking with. You know what? I'll do a little fun. I'm fucking with Narv behind dish.
Yeah.
He has.
He's like defensive run saved, right?
Yeah, that's what I was just. He is first in defensive run saved for. I think in what is it? Is it catchers or it's in the AL? I think he might be first in DRS. He has 6 defensive runs saved. Kind of all I really care about with a catcher, and like if he can hit a little, that's fucking awesome. Like he's awesome behind the dish. The Yankees just love giving us solid stuff for garbage.
2 straight off seasons now where that's happened.
Yeah. I'm really digging Narv back there, and I was also digging Cora saying that he's gonna keep getting pretty good playing time, even when Connor Wong gets back. So fuck with Narv. Shout out Narv. And actually, how old is Narv? Do we know?
He's 26. This is age 26 season.
I mean, come on. That's
He's
awesome.
related to Omar, right?
Yeah, no, they're like cousins, right?
Yeah, I thought I heard that on the broadcast.
But no, I'm looking at his savant right now. Fielding run value 89th percentile, blocks above average 100th percentile, framing 92nd.
Yeah.
Connor
He's good
Wong.
back there.
Did Connor Wong just get Wally pipped?
Like definitely a little. Definitely some games. Like his
if they're both righties,
his play
right?
time is surely yeah, but the Sox lineup is lefty heavy anyway, so that's
but I'm just saying, like, if one's going to be better defensively, the other
Carlos
is going to
also
already
2
be
years
working their
younger.
way up.
People forget. I don't know. Something to keep an eye on as this season continues. If Narv can like just keep his head above water with the stick.
He's driving the boat. The boat. He gets his own duck boat in October.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. I don't. Yeah. Wow. All right. Narv.
Yeah.
Fuck with Narv.
Yeah. The catcher who stepped up again, but he doesn't even have to do anything too crazy on offense. He has his moments here and there with the stick, but defensively, especially, I mean, with the alternative, not to shit on the guy, but like Sable defensively, at least with in the run prevention, the running prevention that is.
I'm all set. Blake
leaves
Sable,
a bit to be desired.
Yeah,
but
and the bat. I tweeted this the other night. Blake Sable, and it's always like people always get up in arms when you say like an athlete stinks because they're like, well, they're better than whoever they play. It's relativity. They're relative to the professional league they're in. You can say a guy is not as good as many of the others in that league. That's fine. You can say that. That being said, Blake Sable swings his baseball bat like someone who's never picked one up. It's crazy that that's like part of his job in professional baseball. He looks so flummoxed at the dish every time. But we're not here to talk about Blake. We're here to talk about Narv and fuck with Narv, and we love Narv. Thank you.
Reminder again, Pod on Lansdowne on YouTube. We got Esteban in the chat going, long distance Red Sox fan in my hometown of Baltimore, Maryland. Link up with Liam.
Former Orioles coworker, Esteban in the chat.
Oh, you know each other. How about that? And also Esteban gave a birthday
lore.
shout out to Jake. We'll talk more about
you.
Jake's birthday later. But shout out Esteban. Welcome to the chat, my friend. Liam, what are you fucking with, my friend?
So I am gonna go with the Yeesh King himself, Walker Buehler, man.
Yeah.
Just
All right.
steady Eddie. You had the one rough outing against St. Louis in the home opener where he gave up 5 earned in 5 innings. They still won, so who cares? But his last 4 outings now, 6 1/3, 1 earned, 5 innings, 2 earned, 7, 1 earned, 6, 3 earned. Like, that's a really good number too behind Crochet. If heaven forbid they're playing October baseball. And honorable mention, Bayo in his first 2 outings, solid. It's a good start.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good place to start for him.
The homer right at the end on Sunday left a little bit of a sour taste, but listen, it happens outside of that. Similar to Walker's start on Saturday. Yeah, he gave up, a couple runs towards the end there, but that doesn't erase the lion's share of what we saw on the mound.
If I could be
ERA's nothing to write home about, but it's
a devil's ad. I don't love the under the hood stuff on Walker so far. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. But
what do you not like there, Jake? Let's talk it out. What's not tickling your fancy?
He's not really getting guys to strike out.
Right. The whiff is only the 12th percentile.
Yeah. And I don't know the numbers, but I mean, just like anecdotally, I don't. He had that one game where he struck out quite a few, and I think other than that, it's been a bit quiet on the K's.
Not missing a ton of bats,
which isn't like a disaster. I don't know. He feels like kind of a glass. This isn't the exact analogy, but like a glass cannon. Like I sort of am like that could go sideways like very quickly with him. But I'm enjoying the ride. You know, I hope he keeps it up.
He might have his nights, where he gives up some loud contact like you saw earlier in the year. But I'm also not totally worried about if he's not missing a ton of bats. Like, listen, we would all love to have a guy who could average 10 or 11 strikeouts per 9. You know. And I would like to have a money tree in my backyard. I could just take a couple bills before I leave for the day. But it's not everyone's like that. That's a reason why they're so coveted. In the meantime, though, even after some of the hard contact he gave up, specifically in his first 2 starts in Texas and then opening day against the Cardinals, even with that in mind, the quality of contact that he's surrendering when people do put bat the ball, it's not crazy loud. Jake, do you still have his Savant page up?
I've got it here.
Barrel rate, hard hit rate. What are we looking at?
Barrel, we got 40th percentile. Hard hit though, 86th.
And average exit velo, it's pretty
86th as well.
Exactly, right? So that, to me, when I look at that and then look at actually what he's throwing, he has 6 pitches that he has thrown anywhere from around 10% to about a quarter of the time. He's mixing up his pitches very well. And they're pitches, Liam, that play off of each other pretty well. You've got a cutter, that moves more towards glove side. Sinker might move a little bit more arm side. He has some breaking pitches that might move in on a lefty as opposed to, kind of moving a little bit more, more vertical movement. He has pitches, 6 pitches that he can deploy consistently that complement each other very well. So if he's not completely blowing guys away, like he's only topping out somewhere, if I had to guess where he's topping out, it's probably 94 consistently, sitting 94, 93, nothing too crazy. Easy for me to say that 93 isn't crazy as I'm doing a podcast.
He's at 93 and a half.
Okay, so they're right in between 93,
four-seamers.
Right? So again, it's not out of this world velocity, and he's not missing a ton of bats that way. But if he's still able to survive, he gets a handful of strikeouts. I mean, his second most recent start, not against Cleveland, but who the fuck was it against?
Against the White Sox.
That would have been the White Sox. He had like 9 strikeouts in that game, right? Over 5 or 6 innings.
That's what I was talking about.
7 and 1.
Yeah, exactly. So he has the capacity for it, even if it's not going to be consistent. But if he's not going to strike out a ton of guys, I still think you can get away with someone who's not letting up a ton of loud contact and is able to mix up his pitches well enough. So, yeah, he is absolutely deserving of a fuck with this week.
I guess.
It's not 2019 anymore. But if this is what we get this year, I'm happy with it. That's 20 mil well spent.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of where I'm. If that Savant page is kind of like that's where he's at in his career, then that's and he's able to make that work and be a good pitcher. So this happens when he's how old's Walker? 31, 32, 30.
He's 30. It's his age.
He's 30. I mean, when guys hit 30s, that's usually like they have to reinvent themselves a little bit.
Which is
that's
fine. Yeah.
How baseball
become
is.
A pitcher, not a thrower.
Yeah. And so if he is doing that, then that's one thing, and that's great. And we'll see right now. I mean, it's, we're not even an A yet. See what happens.
There you go.
Solid first month. First month.
You know what I'm fucking with this week?
No.
The fact that we're now all of a sudden running like maniacs. Where the fuck did that come from, guys?
Yeah.
My entire life. That doesn't look great. Vladdy.
Yeah, a little 2-run shot.
Oh, did that hit off? Okay, it is what it is. That's fine. It's Vlad. He's going to get his every now and again. That's okay. But no, the fact that we're running like maniacs as of late. My entire life as a Red Sox fan. This team has been known for a lot of things, has had a lot of different identities. None of them have been, it's just a bunch of speed demons. We've had examples of specific guys here and there who are fast, like obviously Duran right now, Jacoby Ellsbury comes to mind. But it's never been a unit that has been known for just completely tearing up the bases. But entering play this week, they were within the top 5 of MLB in steals, and they've only been caught stealing 6 times entering tonight. About an 80-85% success rate on the bases. If you extrapolate that, if you look at it on a per game basis, the Red Sox were stealing just over a bag a game, 1.1. Now, I understand it's only been a month, but I want to ask you guys this, and I put this in the Over the Monster article as well this week. I'm going to guess you two didn't read it, so you're going to be you're going to learn this. It makes sense that the Red Sox haven't had a year in some time where they've stolen more than a bag a game, because when you play half your games at a very hitter-friendly ballpark, it would behoove you to not run into outs. Right, exactly. But just for the sake of the conversation, let's play a little game. We'll do it Price is Right style. You each get one guess. Guess what year was the last time the Red Sox had over a steal a game?
Oh, God.
I'm going to say 2009.
2009? Jake?
I'm trying to think like numbers wise. It has to be like in the before 2000, right?
You tell me. You have to guess.
It's
it's bad radio if you keep
78.
None of you are even fucking close, but Jake does win.
Okay.
You're like 1930 something.
1914 was the last time the Boston Red Sox had averaged.
What the fuck are you? 2009.
I only went with that because Ellsbury stole like 70 bags that year.
Yeah. They were close last year. They were like 0.8 something last year. They were in the top 10 in steals last year. So maybe this is just an evolution of that. And maybe this has to do with the fact, okay, the bags are a little bit bigger.
I mean, a bag a game. That's 162. That's a lot.
Exactly, it's a lot, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm not smart enough to sit here and analyze like what they're doing differently. Like maybe they're just getting better jumps on it. Maybe it's a philosophical change. I just love the aggressiveness. There's a difference between being stupid on the bases, which this team has done plenty of times in the past. It's a fine line, but there is a difference, and we've treaded more towards being dumbasses on the base, even this year a little bit. But I love the aggressiveness. You saw it in Cleveland. The double steal. Obviously, the main headline is Jarren Duran stealing home. Half hour, and we haven't even mentioned that. How fucking cool that is. But, that's
pretty neat.
Pretty, self-explanatory. Dan going, damn, 1914 pre-pandemic. Yes, technically, right?
It's true.
Both pandemic, right? Because the pandemic then, I think, was a little bit later in the 1910s, I believe.
Fitz, do you know what that was? What the disease was, Fitz?
Are you tricking me? Because what was it again? Was it the?
Yeah, so I'm not tricking. You don't fucking
know
it.
I just said it.
The Spanish flu, right?
Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
I don't know if it was something different. Yeah, Spanish flu. But what was I saying? But don't be stupid on the bases. But I love the aggressiveness, and again, the double steal in Cleveland, Christian Campbell taking it on that error, like taking home there. I love it. I love the aggressiveness. I love it.
I have nothing to add to that. It's fun. It's a lot of fun just watching.
It is.
Guys run. It's fun.
I gotta
it's
say,
new for us.
It's very new, and I know there were people last week when Hamilton was getting playing time over Campbell at second.
Is that have we kind of moved on from that idea? Is that
my whole thing is like, what? What do you mean, Campbell at second or Hamilton at second?
No, Hamilton at second and pushing Campbell to the outfield. Like, why are we doing that? Why is that a thing that's happening?
Let me jump. Oh, this is a good segue because my don't fuck with is Campbell in center field. Like,
okay, great. Yeah, that's awesome.
Fellas, there's no need to push that. But I understand why they want to get Hamilton in the lineup. One, because of Fitz's point, he steals bases. So I get you want to get him going, but honestly, he's a better weapon late in the game. Like, we don't need to start David Hamilton every night. And Campbell especially, you saw him in center field against Seattle. Like, he looks like he's on the moon. It's like, why are you trying to do that?
I have genuinely no fucking idea why they're handling that the way they are. Like that, it makes zero sense to me. We have a million outfielders with another on the way. With another on the way.
Oh no! Oh, sniper! Oh, holy shit! Varsho! Wow! Holy shit! Varsho got sniped out in center field. right? Duran hits it to straightaway center field. Varsho trips and falls. He's looking the exact opposite way. Sticks his left hand out, like looking over his shoulder, still makes the catch. That was a fucking crazy play. Wow. Varshit made a hell of a play. So, unbelievable play.
God.
Tracking back, falls ass over tea kettle.
See, Fitz, you
Wow.
jinxed it. You said before they even went up 7-0, we're going to be 7 up one night, and somebody's going to come back. The Blue Jays, the wheels are turning.
Varshit.
Anyway, Campbell, and we talked about this before the season started, like, oh, Campbell's athletic enough to play any position. Okay, that doesn't mean he's good at every position. So just keep him at second base and let him learn second base. Make that
the kid, like,
because we killed Devers, we burned his
This
glove.
actually pisses me off the way they're doing it. This
stupid.
kid's gonna
He
win.
left a mess out there.
He is, barring catastrophe at this point, he's gonna be in the Rookie of the Year finalist. I
You saw
imagine
the graphic they put up before.
the AL is not flush with great rookies, and he's also having his OPS is almost 900. Also, he's making adjustments. He looks awesome. I don't know why. Just bench Campbell for the day if you're like desperate to start David Hamilton. It's going to be against a righty anyway. Dave's getting in. I just don't know. I think it's so fucking stupid. I thought it was stupid when they started talking about it. It's stupid in practice.
Why?
Yeah.
That's like Seti's job is to be the super utility guy, not this kid who was the minor league player of the year in 2024.
Also, it literally creates more problems than it solves. I don't even
if he is really good in center. Oh, okay. So then what? Like,
yeah. Then what? Then you have 5 outfielders next year. You have to sort out. Right. It makes no sense. I have no idea why they're doing that. So, Dave Hamilton, I kind of imagine, is not really long for the major league roster as it's constructed. I think it's probably best, especially.
Who are you? Who's
Does he have options?
Yeah, he has options. Yeah, he does. Roman. Roman Anthony. Have you heard of him?
Oh, I didn't know that you said something there, Jake.
I think that's going to be more potentially Romy. It's going to be Roman for Romy. That's my prediction.
Your homie?
Romy's the only guy that can play first, though.
I think they're just going to say fuck it.
I mean, yeah, that's fine.
Unless Romy has options, which, quite honestly, he might.
Yeah, he probably does too.
You guys will appreciate this.
I don't see them getting rid of Ref Snyder.
They can't.
I mean, he's been.
They can't.
He's been great.
They're playing like a lefty every day for the next 100 days.
Yeah, and again, he's been assaulting them. He's been great.
Yeah, he's hitting righties.
I mean, the way it is now, a lot can happen before Roman's ready. I was just sort of speaking off the cuff as far as
right. I guess I saw earlier,
but Dave Hamilton. My thing was like, it's fun when he hits. I don't understand the need to get him in the lineup, especially forcing out the guy you just gave a fucking 10-year extension. Like, this guy is going to be your building block for the next decade. And you're like, can we move him around? Can we get weird with him? Let him get comfortable. What are you doing?
They killed Blake Swihart doing the same thing.
God, Lord carry him.
You guys will appreciate this.
Yeah.
I almost wish that if it's not Gonzalez who gets moved down when Anthony gets called up, because we're so close. If we could just get one more Roman in there, then we could call them the triumvirate. That'd be so crazy. It's almost taunting, like how good that is, right? To have two, but not the third.
Somebody, we'll do some research on that.
A Roman?
We'll try to figure it out. Yeah, there are any others
Roman,
in
a
the league?
Rome,
I'm not sure.
Romulus. I'll even take a Remus.
Fitz, may I go with what's Spartacus? May I go with my don't fuck with?
That's Greek, I think. Spartacus.
Yeah, Spartan.
I think. Let's double check this.
My don't fuck with.
Hold on.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. All right, sorry.
Because Sparta is my thought. Spartacus is it says gladiator.
I just played Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Spartacus was a Thracian gladiator who was one of the escaped slave leaders in the Third Servile War, a major slave uprising against the Roman Republic. So he was categorically not Roman, but also not Greek. So I got that wrong.
Okay, great. So my don't fuck with. Fitz, I actually have two. Is it cool if I kind of drop a deuce on us?
You're the one who introduced this game and said it has to be 1-for-1.
I know, but how about this? Can I cheat? One is in the major leagues.
You get an honorable mention.
And one is in the minor leagues. Does that count?
You get it. I agree with Liam. You get an honorable mention. You spice
Okay,
it up.
my honorable mention my honorable don't fuck with is Lucas Giolito down there in Worcester.
Fuck, that was gonna be my don't fuck with. Damn it.
Oh fuck, I'm sorry. Well, it's honorable because I think ultimately it probably doesn't really matter in any important way.
No, this is my don't fuck with for the week. It's just the 6 walks down in Worcester kind of give me the
yeah.
the
I think Game might have left him. I mean,
leave the football.
He is topping out at 93, my brother. What are you doing with that?
We were just talking about a guy who tops out at 93, but to be fair, he's also not walking 6 guys in 3 innings.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to be a long reliever up here, I don't know how you can like talk yourself into him starting games with the arms that are healthy right now. Like if he's gonna start a game over Hunter Dobbins, that's fucking insane. I don't know what the plan is right now. He looks putrid down there. Nasty stuff. Okay, so that was my honorable mention. And this is
before he could do that, because that will act as my don't fuck with the week. I will say, will this be something similar to like when someone struggles into spring training? Because this is essentially like a prolonged spring training for Lucas Giolito. Is this a matter of him just trying to work out a couple of extra things in his arsenal before going to the league, before it really counts? I don't know. I'm trying to find a silver lining in here because I'm struggling to do it.
He hasn't been a really good major league pitcher for like. I mean,
he hasn't been a major league pitcher since 23. So it's
he also hasn't been a really good major league pitcher since 2021. That was the last time he was above average for like any real length of time for a full season.
I mean, he would always have swings. If he wasn't absolutely locked in, he would have swings where he's good here and then not so good there. So
here's my thing with Giolito, though. I don't know if we were talking about this Friday night when we were all together. It was a lovely evening. But the whole thing with Giolito when we signed him was like, oh, we need an innings eater. But now we have starting pitching depth. Like,
he missed the boat. He missed the boat.
Yeah,
what can you do?
Like, hey, it happens.
Sorry.
Life happened.
Yeah.
Sorry. So I don't understand.
That $6 million buyout next year, maybe. I mean,
if he's really cooked, sorry, buddy. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. Like Fitz, like, hey man,
you're gonna let him start game. Like you're gonna give him starts right now.
Well, he can't, Jake. Like what? What do you mean? Doing the podcast here. He can't give him starts.
No, Fitz, know what I mean. I'm saying like you're.
Newcomb's already been bumped, right? He was coming out of the pen on Sunday. Right?
Yeah. Victory.
I guess you could give Giolito like one start,
lining up, right?
One or two starts, and then Dick is back, right?
I think they'll just send Dick down.
Oh, see That's madness.
That's what I think Fitz and Dobbins are going to be shovel guys all year.
Dick Fitz has had more sustained success in the last 4 years than Lucas Giolito has. Like that's not, and that is in no way an exaggeration. Yeah, that's nasty. That's nasty.
And then Patrick Sandoval by like mid-July. We got.
Oh my God, he's at the Celtics game tonight.
To Patrick Sandoval's credit, anytime they go over to the Nesson dugout, like when they show the guys cheering or something like that, I feel like I always get a clip of Patrick Sandoval right up there with
I don't think I can pick him out of a lineup.
He's posted up at the TD Bank North Garden watching RCs. That's where Patrick Sandoval is tonight.
You call it the TD Bank North Garden. The true heads call it the Fleet Center. Yes.
Okay, so my fuck with is also sort of a fuck with. It's kind of an interesting one. Here. Walk with me, fellas. My don't fuck with is that
abstract.
Yeah, walk with me. No, as we know, Alex Bregman hit another home run just tonight. That happened. He's leading the team in RBIs, home runs.
He's leading all the American League in doubles, I think.
Leading all, that's absolutely right. He also plays third base, which continue to walk with me. It actually is genuinely starting to give me anxiety that like that they are not controlling him for the next few years. I would be approaching Alex Bregman literally every day with some form of an extension. I think it is so vital for.
He wouldn't sign with you. Shut the fuck up! I'm not signing the contract, Wallinger.
Yeah,
I'm walking.
No, I really
I don't care
like.
what you give me, I'm out of here.
I don't know what the long-term plan is. If you don't lock him in, because I think it gets a little scary again as far as your infield. It's just a calming presence. He's like Campbell is going to be your right-handed bat for the next 10 years. That's one. What's your other one? If Bregman walks, I don't. Where like
Carlos Narvaez.
Yeah, like where there's nothing there. There's no one there to be a good right-handed bat if Bregman goes somewhere else this offseason. That's a scary reality. We just fucking went through this last year. Like, you need a fairly balanced lineup to succeed in this league. I don't think you can rely on Story in any real way. I mean, you know, we got a long way to go for like as far as opting out or like being healthy or whatever. But he's also like 1 for his last 30 again. So you know, it's not exactly Mr. Consistent. All this is to say, I've preached it many times. I tweet it every single time he does something. I really think they have to extend him, whether it's now or, you know, God forbid it gets to real free agency again. But like, if he does opt out, they have to win that bidding war. So I'm hoping they just throw a big nice deal at him before then. I know that you guys are you know, Fitz maybe is a little less like locked into this than I am, I think. But
I like the idea. I mean, you mentioned the Matt Chapman deal.
I would do the Matt Chapman deal plus like 30 million. I would get, because I think Matt Chapman gets, I think 25 a year, maybe. And if you could get if I'd go 32 a year if I had to, like just to lock it in. You're not paying anyone. You're paying Crochet and Devers.
And that presence is something to be said. Again, it sounds so corny whenever we throw it out.
Brad
it does
wrote the whole
sound
thing on him
like
pregame tonight. Like this guy's a Red Sox. Keep him one, please.
Chapman's 25 per.
Yeah, I mean, Bregman, he would have to be at least 30. Obviously.
That's easy.
I'd go 32. I think you have to make it happen. You're paying Devers and you're paying Crochet long term. And whatever Campbell extension doesn't kick in
money,
until
that is big money.
Big money. I mean, there's like
Real
Yoshida's
money.
on the books. Yeah. And then any other like extension you give like your young core, those would all kick in after this hypothetical Bregman. The real money on the kick in after this hypothetical Bregman deal. Like I really think it is so important to the makeup of the big three, to the makeup of the infield, the offense, the fucking. He hasn't been amazing at third, but like he's certainly more calm over there. It's just nice. I don't know, man. I keep saying this. He is such a perfect fit. Alex Cora obviously would die for him. I'm hoping that's a big draw. So my don't fuck with is that he's not extended, because it genuinely he's clear. It looks like right now he's going to have a career year playing 81 games at Fenway Park. And he's also hitting otherwise, but
if we're going to be technical here, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention.
19, yeah.
19,
he's not going to be better than
19
19.
homers that year. But I do.
What does he have right now? He has 7 right now, right?
Ball season.
Fair enough. Yeah, right now I understand, and yeah, you have to.
Does he have 7 right now?
He's got 6 after tonight.
Oh, 6.
Unless he hits
Okay.
another one while
But
yeah,
I think
I don't know, man. Sorry, that was a long soliloquy, but
I think it makes sense, Jake. You know, I would hope that they wouldn't be caught with their pants down if they aren't able to lock him down and he ends up opting out and walks. But I mean, considering that on paper it's 40 per and they're ready, and if he opts in, they're fine with making that commitment. Obviously, the front office sees something that they like, and none of that would have changed.
Scare this ownership group,
right?
Though. That's the.
Right, so
that's what we've seen.
If you bring
the
down
last...
the AAV and extend it a couple of years, then I think it's fine. There should be nothing, obviously, on the field, but definitely not anything off of the field that should be scaring you off of him. No, I mean, a consummate leader, good hitter, even if
Yeah.
he's not going to have a 900 plus OPS for the entirety of the time. He's still going to give you competitive at bats. He's always been able to work counts. That's his reputation from ever since he got called up to the bigs. Steady enough of a fielder. I know he's had some hiccups here and there, but the whole team had over the first couple of weeks of the year. I like the idea. I do like the idea. I don't know.
I want it
specifically
and
what
I
the
need
framework-
it, and I'll tell you what, if they can pull that off, they don't really have to worry about signing somebody on offense for like another 6 years, basically. Like
It's literally just like go get Crochet another guy.
yeah, go get another your offense is squared away. I mean, Casas, hopefully he figures it out, but like you have enough bodies where you don't need to bring new people in for a while.
Sure, identify your
if you
core
can
and then
lock that
supplement
in.
the rest from there. Exactly. And you mentioned for the most part, now that Campbell's paid, hopefully you get to the point where you have to ask yourself if you're going to pay Roman and/or Meyer. That means that they're panning out, right? But
the way those contracts are always structured is that he's not really paid for another 8 years or whatever.
I hear you on that. And
Yeah.
if there's anything that bleeds into that, maybe the tail end of there might be a year where you're paying.
Dude, there's not even going to be Earth in
let me
2032,
there might be a year where you're paying Story and Yoshida and Bregman if you do figure that out. But that's at the tail end of those former two contracts. That's not going to be a huge issue going forward. That shouldn't prevent you from doing a deal like that, just if they're all on the books for 1 year, because they're going to be off the books relatively soon anyways. So
Yes,
I like the vision, Jake.
The only quote-unquote position players they're paying beyond 2027 is Campbell, Rafaela, and Devers.
Yeah.
And Rafaela is like not even, what is that, like 8 million, right? It's a fake.
And it doesn't even, the highest it gets up to is 13 and a quarter, but that's not until 2031.
Yeah, that's
Lock him
arbitration.
in.
That's
Let's
arbitration money at that point. Yeah,
let's get real. Let's lock in this or let's have some fun.
Campbell's is so funny. He's making 4 and a quarter in 2028.
Works for me.
He just wants to be with his friends.
Fucking bargain.
He just likes his friends. Yeah, he loves his boys. So extend Alex Bregman. I'll be preaching this till it happens or until he leaves, and I get sad about it. But that's where I'm at.
Liam, what are you not fucking with?
Oh, I gave it to you. Campbell in center. Give him second base.
I think we're done. I think we're done then, right?
We're good with fuck with, don't fuck with?
Yeah, we sure are.
There you go. Again, even within the don't fuck with, we found some positives.
My main don't fuck with is sort of a fuck with. I just love what he's doing.
My don't fuck with is that it is not entirely sure if we're going to be keeping a good player for around, because he's been. Really good
I will say though, I'm starting to give the front office the benefit of the doubt. I think they see what they like and they go after it. So they're decisive now. So
which is not what you said.
Got balls. Craig has balls.
He'll just be like, "Here's the fucking money. You're here for the next 6 years." All right.
Yeah.
That's
all right.
Credit to Bloom's administration for identifying the young talent in like the scouting.
Listen, I'll say this right now. If they extend him, fellas, I will find a pregnant cartoon character, a new one for every home run he hits as a member of his franchise. I will. I'll do it. Okay?
That's a promise.
I don't.
We have gotten submissions.
Listen, I'm willing to make a sacrifice if Alex is willing to. I mean, he's not sacrificing. He would be getting a $200 million plus in this scenario. But if Alex
he has
is
to
willing
live with that on his conscience, like so many people are being subjected to this because of my actions directly.
Yeah. So Alex, let's talk and let's build. Thank you. That's a promise and a threat. Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Is it Giorgio's merch? Question mark for pregnant cartoon characters? Yeah, that will be.
There's probably some IP issues we have there.
We don't want to get sued, but there could be a fucking all the pregnant cartoon. Who are you wearing to Fenway today? I'm wearing a pregnant Pikachu. That's what I'm wearing. How about you? I'm going with pregnant Dr. Doofenshmirtz. That's what I'm doing.
I got pregnant Squidward today.
Jonah goes, will you draw them if you run out?
I can draw. I can draw.
There you go.
I know. I might need to start making my own. I'm running a little low, and it's only year one, so we'll see.
Pod on Lansdowne's first official intern. It's not editing. It's not social media stuff. It's
Finding
get
pregnant
Jake.
cartoons.
Yeah, just keep churning them out. Any cartoon character you think
He's
of.
like
get him
J. Jonah
preggers.
Jameson. Give me pregnant cartoon photos.
I want pregnant Patrick Starr. Give me pregnant Plankton. Right. Anyways, let's take a quick break. Third and final segment. We do have a voicemail. I'll have you folks know.
That's
Nice sweet
absolutely
face
right.
from Liam there. But yes, voicemail, which we have not listened to yet. It could be anything. That's coming up on the other side of the break. We'll be right back. Let's listen to the voicemail in a second. Let me make sure. All right, 5 seconds. We're back, third and final segment here on Pod on Lansdowne. Jake, Fitz, and Liam. About to get into a voicemail. If you want to be featured on the program with a voicemail of your very own, you are more than welcome to leave one by dialing.
Oh my God. 617-420.
I officially Pavlov dogged you. You'll have to say it again in a second because I cut you off. I didn't even say Jake. I didn't even ask Jake to do it.
I
and
knew
Jake
it was
still
coming.
Did it.
Just
You have been
jumped
Pavlov dogged.
617-420-2431. Pod on
Nailed it.
Lansdowne.
617-420-2431. Leave a question or a comment to be featured on the show. 617-420-2431. Let's listen to this one. Just put in my time codes and then.
What's up, gang? Nate. I calling the show on Sunday, April 27th. As of this time, Sox are winning 12-3. It's fantastic. But I need to get on the soapbox about Cedon Rafaela. I think he has a long-term place on this team, and not as a bench guy. I think he belongs in that 9-hole slot. There's a
The screen went dead. Okay, there we
Oh.
down on the broadcast about how he's the first guy with 5 RBI games out of the 9 slot since JBJ. We've seen how Jackie. I love Jackie, by the way. We've seen how Jackie made an impact on the team out of the 9-hole slot. Picking up RBIs, I think Cedon Rafaela's ability to put the ball in play is so valuable to this team. I looked it up. His OBP is 300. It's 300. Like, did you think Cedon Rafaela would have an OBP of 300? No, that's crazy. I fucking love this team. Thanks, fellas.
Just get that back on. Make a note. Back in 5. Nate, as always, shout out Nut, first of all. Second of all, thank you for leaving the voicemail. We always appreciate hearing from you. I love Seti. Love Seti with all my heart. Don't put in the paper that I don't love Cedon Rafaela, because I do. I was very excited when he signed that long-term deal, and I like that he's going to be part of the team for a long time. I think he's a great weapon to throw out there. Obviously, the glove is outstanding, and he has his moments with the lumber as well. You could put him up the middle in a pinch if need be, defensive replacement in games that he's not starting. I like it. When it's going well at the bat, it's electric. When it's not going well, again, it's similar to who you just mentioned there, the 9 slot, JBJ. It some tough at-bats to watch. But he does have this sounds corny to say, and it sounds like faux analysis, but he does seem to have a clutch gene. He always seems to come through whenever he's up where it matters.
That dog in him. 100th percentile.
To address the main thing that Nate mentioned on the voicemail, and again, thank you, Nate, for leaving the voicemail. The main thing he mentioned is that he wants them in there every day. It's a good problem to have if he's not in there every day. I think that's good for the organization. Jake, you're muted for some reason. I can't hear you. As it stands right now with Duran, with Roman Anthony waiting in the wings in the minors as Jake dips out. We'll see him back in a second. Willier obviously playing a big part of the team, Liam. Yeah, he's got everyday stuff right now, but can we expect that full-time going forward? What do you think, Liam?
So, I mean, I know I mentioned this in the offseason, but to me, like, the perfect comp really is Kike Hernandez with better defense. Kike in his first let me see, let me pull up these numbers here.
Well, Liam, while you're pulling it up, I'll speak on it.
Yeah, jump in there.
Welcome back, Jake.
I listen, in a vacuum, I do not dislike the player that is Cedon Rafaela. The problem being, the Red Sox are not a vacuum. There are other players also on the roster that also play outfield that also are probably better than him. And it's kind of that simple to me. Like, I'm not, if you, like, I mean, this isn't how our brains work, but like, if you stripped all context away and you were like, here's 4 players, here's Willier Abreu, Cedon Rafaela, Jarren Duran, and Roman Anthony, and you lay them out in front of you, and you say, put 3 of them in your starting lineup, like, it's not a difficult decision when you look at it that way. If you just have their numbers in front of you and their ages,
And
it's when you
in
yeah, like
case.
Yeah, as far as Roman, yeah. So I think it's just like it's awkward a little because he started X amount of games last year or whatever, but I just don't. It's just kind of how it is. I don't know. It's cold world. I don't know. I want my best guys. Liam?
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's just obviously the defense is stellar. I can't.
It sure is.
Words don't do it justice. But it's just the streakiness of it and the other bats that they have in the outfield. I don't see how. I feel like I'm in high school again. Like, the thing that's going to keep you in a major league lineup is a bat. At the end of the day, like, if you're hitting, you're going to be in the lineup. And I don't think Seti has enough there to be in the lineup every day.
Listen, he will play against every lefty, and he'll get in late in games, I'm sure. And I don't know, like, it's not bad to pay like a Gold Glove caliber guy that has an okay bat, $8.5 million, and let him start like half your game. Like, this is not a disaster scenario we've been presented with. Again, this is
like the money's not backbreaking.
Yeah, if
and
Roman
like he's still a
Anthony,
very valuable player on the roster.
exactly.
Right.
If Roman Anthony works
It's
out,
just-
you know, knock on wood, I fucking hope so. Like, this is not. I don't think it's an untenable thing to have all 4 guys on the rock. Like, Ref Snyder's contract ends this year, right? God,
We're gonna get him that ring. We're gonna get him.
God
that
love
ring.
him. But
And then
Before
he'll
he
be
rides
Core's
off into
bench
the
coach.
sunset.
And then he's gonna be Core's bench coach next year.
so he'll be
Feels.
gone, and it's like, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine to have that. Those are your 4 outfielders. Mix and match. Make it work. Have some fun. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. We're blessed.
It's not a bad problem. It's not a
Again,
bad
no.
problem to have at all.
Like I mentioned, and again, Seti has his moments with the lumber, and I said it before the start of the year. As long as he's not killing you with the bat, I'm looking. He's up right now, top of the 6th. I think I was saying bottom earlier in the day. What the fuck was I talking about? Obviously, it's in Toronto. Just drives one to left center field here. Like, again, he has some jolt in that bat every now and again, and he just
can
came
run
up
into
with
him. He can ambush
with a
somebody.
630 OPS. Again, that's not great by any stretch of the imagination. And Nate mentioned that he's getting on base at a 300 clip. That's fine, but that's not. You're not banging the doors down to get on at a 300 clip. I just looked it up. The league average is around 310, 315. As long as he's not killing you with the bat, though, and he's playing that defense, I'm fine with it in the 9th spot, like Nate mentioned. The question does become, as it stands right now, yes, he has an everyday spot as far as I'm concerned with him in center field. It really is just a matter of when Anthony is called up, and if he turns into something resembling the guy that we think he can be, then the conversation is, okay, do we expect Duran here long term? Obviously, Sadon's going to be here long term, and I think that's a good thing, even if he's that.
I mean, that's not obvious, to be fair. It's a very tradable contract, to be fair. Like, it's not. Yeah. They could trade any one of these guys. I mean, I think the only guy, like, Roman Anthony's the only guy that's like, yeah, he's going to be here. Like, the other three all have pretty solid cases to be like, yeah, that could be how you trade if you need to trade someone. Again, I don't think you do.
Yeah, and that decision doesn't have to come right now.
I would make
or
it
this year at all.
God, no.
It doesn't. Doesn't have to
God,
come.
no.
Do not come.
Do not
come.
I just think with Rafaela, and this is, again, I'm projecting forward, but, like, I think sometimes we actually, like, understate what Roman Anthony's doing in AAA as a 20-year-old. Like, if he does make the leap and goes well, this is a generational guy. Like, I'm not forcing Sadon Rafaela into the lineup to be like to take time away from Roman Anthony. I think it's a pretty easy call if he's anything close to. He is barreling like 40% of the balls he hits, and he's quite a few. He is not yet 21 years old, and he's AAA. I mean, he's doing like crazy things.
To make another soccer reference, like we were over the weekend, Liam, it would go right to the very top, right to the very top.
Madrid already has their eyes on him.
So yes, thank you, Nate, for the voicemail there. We do love.
I like Seti. Don't put in the
again.
I
think he has a spot one way or the other in the grand scheme of things, because every team. It makes
you need a bench. Every team has a bench, Fitz.
Jake, you don't have to scream directly into the microphone. You really don't.
I'm worked up.
Is he wrong? Is he wrong though?
He's not wrong though.
No, it's true.
You need 26 guys. You need
and it goes
26
quickly.
Guys.
Yes, and it behooves any team to have a guy like Sadon in there. You start him a couple times a week at the very minimum, or you deploy him as a super utility guy, or he's just there and he is an anchor up the middle on defense, which any team could use. And again, he has his moments with the stick.
I'm gonna come full circle because I did pull up the numbers eventually. It is kind of spooky. Like I dropped it off the cuff in the winter, but Seti and Kike are eerily similar. And I do think like Seti's he's Kike with a better glove, less of a bat. So it's not a 1-for-1, but Kike in his first career, 227 games. I've got Seti. As of tonight, he's played 207 games. But the slash for Seti, 244, 278, 384 for an OPS of 662. Kike, in his first 220-some games, 247, 314, 408. The OPS is a little higher, 722.
Yeah.
But the B-WAR for Seti, 3.6. For Kike, it's 3.2.
Well, they're going to yell at you for using B-WAR.
No, I know,
F4.
But I'm
a B-WAR man. I'm a B-WAR man
because
it's
interface.
easier.
It's more user-friendly. It's more user-friendly
exactly.
for my dumb little brain.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's like a really good comp for him. If he is a 5-WAR player in his best years. So I think he's going to get the playing time Kike's seen over his 10-plus seasons. No, especially with Roman coming. Like, especially if they hold on to all 4 of these guys. No, he's not going to get 152 games like he got last year.
In any ways, it's still good to have that depth because people go down, people get hurt, then what?
And if the OPS plus just hangs around 100 right now for his career, he's at 82. That can improve. I'm looking at valuable player for the bench.
I'm looking at Kike's page right now, and outside of the 2021 year,
2021,
which was like far and away his best year of his career. Like he gets. Yeah, I know. Hold on. No. We're talking good about Kike. He's getting like between. He's in like the mid 200s, the mid 300s, 400 ABs. Like, that's what it would be. That's fine. He's getting. Yeah. Like
said he doesn't need more than that.
No, you can be a good player getting that many ABs. That's totally fine.
What I'm hearing throughout this conversation about the comp with Kike is that this year, Sadon Rafaela is going to go fucking nuclear in the playoffs and drive in a walk-off.
Somebody's got to. Well,
the guy that Nate mentioned in the voicemail. Maybe he said he's just like JBJ. Maybe he hits a couple big ALCS homers en route to a World Series championship. That's all I'm hearing.
You said it, Fitz. He's got the gene. He shows
heard it
up.
here
He'll
on
give you a hit
Lansdowne.
he'll give you a hit when you need one.
There you go. Right. So
So
yeah, that's it on talk. Let's transit. Unless you guys have anything else for the Red Sox, we can transition into Pod Off Lansdowne with a point that Christy just brought up in the chat a few moments ago. I didn't want to disrupt the conversation. She says, Fitz, learn how to pronounce Toronto.
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 Christy, I'm doing it right? That's that hockey player. You know how to. That's
Toronto.
That second T's a little more subtle, right?
Toronto. No, you say tra.
Toronto?
You say like Toronto.
Toronto?
No, now I'm having
like
a stroke.
Tonto.
But that is less
Toronto.
T's. You bet it's like tra. Up in
Less
Toronto.
T's, the better.
Toronto. Chrono.
Toronto.
Toronto.
Toronto. That's how. Yeah.
Toronto.
Fine. Fine.
Legacy.
You want no T's in that silly little city
No,
name?
that's how you know that.
Orano. Or it's Orono at that point. It's Maine. It's Orono. Go Bears, right? Orano.
Toronto. Yeah, I see the boys up in Toronto.
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 Yeah,
Toronto.
Toronto. I
Yeah,
am
me and the
Toronto.
Aries.
I am Toronto.
I'm right.
I am a robot. I am from Toronto. Toronto. Although I do get I will say, Christy, in all seriousness, I'll try to be mindful of it with Toronto because I get very upset when people say Quincy. That pisses me
Quincy.
straight off. Ooh, you from Quincy? How's Quincy? No. Hi, Mabel. It's Quincy. Quincy. Easy enough. Mabel, who we met over the weekend, Liam,
Yes.
is so
you sure
fucking
did.
tiny. So
The tiniest.
so small. Like she looks small
They
on
call
the
her-
stream
they
there,
call her Tiny
obviously.
Mabel.
Mwah.
She looks very small on the camera there, but
Here,
I'm
I'll
telling you
give her- I'll
folks,
give a-
smaller than you even anticipate. Yeah, it still doesn't do it justice how fucking small she is. But she's adorable, and I love her with all my heart, and I would die for her. I only met her the one time over the weekend because we went to surprise Jake for his birthday. But yeah, no, I would do anything for
And
for
fellas,
Mabel.
how great was that? How much did we have?
That was a great
We
night.
had a blast. I'm still thinking about that ice cream cake.
So
and we
good.
were on the
Oreo ice cream
cube till 2 a.m. Nothing better.
Dudes were rocking.
Dudes
I
were
was
rocking.
giving belt to ass on GameCube. Everyone was getting it.
Fitz was hustling us. I believe.
Yeah.
that.
I was smoking. You guys are lucky it didn't get to Mario
up late every
because it
night.
would have continued.
Oh no, I wouldn't even dare touch.
I'm
Mario
bad
Kart.
at Double
I'm terrible
Dash.
at it.
I can never get the weight distribution right on Double Dash.
Sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, maybe.
I will say that we need somebody to make a Slugfest 2025. That shit was awesome. That took
Slugfest
me
is
back.
awesome. Desert Giorgio said, what games? We started with Mario Baseball. Jake gave me the janky controller, so I had to small ball him to death. I couldn't charge Power Swing. Still fucking won. Did a little Slugfest action.
Yeah.
Game
Slugfest
Froze at some
2003.
point. Yes, 2003.
Then
absolutely.
we did Super Mario Super Strikers.
Again, I was belting.
And then
Everyone was getting
we
it.
topped it off
Poor-
with
Poor
NHL
Johnny.
Hiss.
Poor Johnny. We're not talking about the goal of Mario
yeah.
Strikers when I scored with literally a second left. And,
There
it
were some classics in there.
Peter
really
Drury
were.
would have lost his mind.
That's my pride and joy, that GameCube collection. All complete.
NHL hits the next morning.
Yep.
Took Johnny behind the woodshed that game.
Who had it? Who has it better than
That was
us?
ugly.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Jake showed us around his hometown. It was great.
Yeah, you got the.
We got some
really
bagels.
good bagel. I'm
Someone
still
flipped us off.
thinking about that bagel. Oh my god.
Yeah, that guy outside chef slipped us off.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, he looks like an idiot trying to pull out of there.
Yeah,
so he had it
couldn't
coming.
fucking drive. Why was he mad at us?
Leo said Super Strikers is so special, and we did say while playing Super Strikers, Leo mentioning that in the YouTube chat, of course, when we all get the Switch 2, read as when Jake and then eventually I get the Switch 2, because I don't think Liam's going to get the Switch 2, which is fine. It's okay. We still love him. He's just excommunicated from this part of the Pod on Lansdowne experience.
We like him.
I barely use my Switch that I have right now.
We got to stream these Mario sports games. Strikers, hopefully Mario Baseball, if they include that into the Nintendo online console there for GameCube. We need that. Pod on Lansdowne Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if we start doing that, fine. I'll start playing some video games again.
Some video games?
Yeah.
I have not. I've been playing Oblivion. It's disgusting how much I've been playing Oblivion. Disgusting stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Liam, I'm going to leave the room real quick to get a water. Do you want to take a couple more moments to talk about Liverpool winning the Prem?
Sure.
You get a couple minutes. I'll be right back. I don't
Sunday-
want
I'll leave too. Then
I don't wanna hear
I'll
it.
leave too. I'll go
Picture
too.
perfect. John Henry. I've never loved him more. He's back, and we're gonna do it all again next year. That's that. That's all.
All
I
right,
got.
great. I'd love to stream video games. I like video games enough and I like talking enough that I think I would be gifted at it. I can't watch streams, but I feel like
I don't understand that. Yeah.
No, but
you
no,
could
no,
do
but
it.
you can't.
You pull that
I
off.
could do it. I'll tell you what though, New Vegas. Wow, if we could get you playing New Vegas, that's my favorite game of all time,
Yeah?
Liam. Yeah,
Yeah, I've never played any of the Fallout games.
my favorite series of all time. New Vegas is my favorite of them. 4 is set in Boston, Liam. We could probably go right to your place.
Oh, that would be fun. That would be. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably there.
Yeah. Diamond City is what they call Fenway. Diamond City. There's a city inside Fenway.
I go. Now you're talking about Fallout.
Yeah, Fallout
This is
4.
Liam's
yeah.
moment. Listen, as much as I don't like Liverpool,
No,
winning the league-
he said no. He was.
No, I
done.
said it all. I
He-
said
yeah,
all
he
I
said it
needed
all.
to. I said all I needed to.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I just wanted to make sure, Liam, your
life
toes
as a
weren't being
Fenway
stepped
sports
on.
enjoyer, I'm eating good.
Fair's
I'm
fair.
eating
I just
good.
wanted to give you,
FSG.
proper tip of the cap. I just
Do you get
wanted
an
to make sure.
FSG hat?
Oh, I would. I'm gonna look that up on eBay when we hop off. Some Fenway sports merch. I'm John Henry's strongest soldier.
I don't see anything, sadly. What else?
I'm gonna DM Sam Kennedy. Hey, can I get some?
Yeah, I'd
FSG
love to
merch?
stream. Maybe I'll just start fucking streaming. What do I need? A computer and a TV?
The next steps of the Pod on Lansdowne takeover is streams, merch. We need a live show on Lansdowne.
Yeah. Well,
don't
no,
know who
or from Liam's roof. We've discussed this.
Yeah,
Like
the
the
rooftop.
Beatles.
Like
We
the
just-
Beatles.
Yeah, like the
We did mention that over the week. That's so good.
I'll figure
It's
out. We'll
been
figure out a
done.
way to get
Baby
on
on
the roof. We'll figure out a way to get on the roof.
board.
On behalf of the podcast group, I hope we pass the audition.
Nobody hears us. There's no one
Yeah.
else. It's not even a game day.
What, this Rich? Are they gonna jump up there? What are they doing? Get down.
What? How many floors is that building? 4?
It's just 4. Yeah.
All right, well, maybe they
Looks
can
more
hear
than
us.
4.
People could maybe hear us from the gun.
Yeah, get the amps up there.
We
you
should
know?
good amps.
We'll get a
yeah,
megaphone. Oh my God! Last week when they had the 1:30, what was it, Thursday, with Crochet going against the Mariners, that fucking Jesus dude was out on the corner with his megaphone. Like, bro, I'm trying to work up here. People live here. This is a residential area.
I thought he hangs out more on the bridge.
I don't know. He must
Kind of meanders up and
because I
down
could hear him.
Brookline
That's
there.
my guy.
like,
We should get
closer
him
to,
on.
like, the
Can we
cast
get
and
him
whatnot.
on?
Yeah,
You
why
took the
not?
words right out of my mouth. That would be a great guest.
Yeah.
Because we've had a couple of fans recently. Obviously Tyler
Does
with
he
the
start
signs,
at
Anna with the
9
crochet.
tonight? I'm sorry.
Say it again.
It got pushed.
I'm
It
sorry.
got pushed
Dan in the
'cause
chat. Does he's tip off at 9?
Yeah.
They're playing a mile down the road. What are they starting at 9 for?
I think it's because the Pacer game, it went to overtime. The Pacer Bucks
Oh,
game.
so they. I didn't realize that.
I
Man,
think it
TV money
pushed.
really does run everything, huh?
Yeah.
Better than hockey. I mean, they're starting some of these
Hey,
hockey
are we
games
getting
at
the
like 2 in the
fucking
morning.
Red Sox City Connect soon? It has to be soon, right?
Has to be soon.
Because they just dropped the White Sox, which
Yeah,
turns
that's
out
what I
that
mean.
was legit. So, and all the other ones have been legit. So that's the. It's like we
Me
know
too.
now.
Apparently,
We know what it is.
apparently that guy is.
Yeah.
Bang
No,
on
I mean,
every
we
time.
know what they look like, but I'd like to see the whole gap.
I want to see the hats.
A lot of it depends on like the pants, the hat. I would like it to be white.
As long as the pants are white, that's fine. I don't.
Yeah, the pants have to.
I
be
don't know
white,
what
I
else they
agree.
would do. Were they gonna go all green? That'd be crazy.
Yeah, Nike would
Yeah.
do that
So
because
bad.
Nike's fucking stupid. So Nike would do
just
that.
go- Desert Giorgio in the chat, missing the blue ones. It was so funny. Between games on Saturday, Nesson was showing like, I don't know, it must have been like a Nesson Clubhouse filler episode. I guess they interviewed all the players during spring training. and they had them rank the blue ones, the home whites, and the City Connects. They all killed the City Connects. They hated the yellows. They
Who, the
all
players?
loved the navy blues. Yes, they all loved the navy blues.
Oh,
They were like they ranked them by home run, strikeout, and single. The City Connect, nearly every player was like strikeout. They don't
fans
like
love
yellow.
them.
The baseball version of fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah, yeah. But they were like
No,
home
I-
run, navy blues. Rob
I,
Refsnyder was like R.I.P.
I tweeted this, but
Well, too bad
it's-
we like it, so.
the fan reception to the Yellow City Connects is like good on the Red Sox for reading the room and not killing them. When because Nike is instituting like every 4 years, you roll into a new City Connect. But the Red Sox, they read the room. The Blues, I'll tell you what though, you can sell more other things that are like branded around the city, like hats, shirts. The blue all is just. It's just
the
blue.
jersey.
Like
And
there's
they have
nothing.
blue stuff anyways. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So I mean, I imagine in that regard it was like
Sure.
a business decision.
Yeah,
but
they're not just simply doing
I
it out
also
of the
think
kindness of their hearts.
I also think it's fun. Like it's fun. It's fun to.
Yes.
The yellow's
Yes.
fun. I like them.
Yeah, it's
Right?
ours.
It's ours.
I do wonder if
yeah.
I do wonder if they'll kill the Reds next year and bring the Blues back. The Reds, to me, just aren't hitting on the road. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that offends.
I disagree. I like it on the road.
They
And
need
out of
piping.
the colored
They need
alternates.
piping.
They're the
I like
Red
that
Sox, Liam. They're the Red Sox.
I know, but it just, I don't know. It's not doing it for me.
I would be upset if they did that. I think.
The simple solution here, the practical solution,
We kill the home whites.
yes, no, ditch the stupid 4+1 rule. You can only have so many jerseys. Oh,
Yeah, that-
we're
that's
Nike and
bullshit,
Fanat. Oh,
stupid.
blah, blah, we can only have so many jerseys. Fucking loser shit.
Yeah.
Let us wear as many. If we want to have 17 alternates, let us. That's
Let
what
us.
I think.
They better be allowed to wear the 75 jerseys at some point this year. As like a one-off.
I think so. They make
They're- 'cause they're having-
exceptions
they're having
all
a
the time. They
1975
make
night in
exceptions.
July.
Rightfully so. They make an
Against the
exception
Reds,
for
right?
Marathon Monday.
Yeah.
They make exceptions for
do
the
the Reds-
Padres. They're what?
Is the Reds jersey any different from what they wore in 1975?
Yeah, a bit different. It's not a button down instead.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
button down now instead of a 3/4. The
All
little
right,
like
so
extra shadow
hopefully-
box, different font. There's some differences,
All right,
but
hopefully they.
Yeah,
go for it.
Leo's right. Let's just bring back the navy blue V-neck. And
if they do
that'll
bring
take
back
it.
That was a
navy blue,
BP
it has to be with
jersey.
that.
That was a
But
BP
they should
jersey.
bring it
Which,
as
yes,
a actual
they
jersey.
should use it as.
Actually, fellas, hold on.
Well, you
Shout
keep
out,
doing that. But
shout
hold
out,
on.
I think it's Raphael Enjoyer on Twitter who does jersey edits sometimes.
Yeah.
He made an amazing, I think about it all the time, an amazing edit of the navy blue jersey, but with like the big sock logo across the chest in red.
Yeah.
It looks so good. They should steal that and pay Raphael Enjoy for it. That's what I'm saying, Jake. Those red ones with the navy piping. That's what they got to do. They'd look better on the road if they had the piping.
Yeah. And a name. It's weird to not have the last names on the road now.
Like they make exceptions for the Padres for their military jerseys every year because they're
Well,
right on the
the
naval base.
Boston. You just said it, but the Boston one
Yeah.
is a.
So
is
if they're
a
making
exception as
excuses
well.
like that, like they have the bandwidth to
True.
do more than these. You're fucking Nike. Let us wear the jerseys that we want to wear, even if it's multiple of them. Who cares? You're fucking Nike. Grow up.
It's funny how Nike, like in every sport they took over for jerseys, is like mostly bad. Like,
By
like,
and large, bad. Yes.
Miserable.
yeah, like football, basketball, and baseball. It's like just kind of souring classic looks for fun. Nike, I will say that Nike has finally come back around in the NFL, and there's been a lot more throwback looks the last few years, which is nice.
There was
but,
a
like,
time there where it was bleak.
yeah, like, but I think basketball. I mean, the city jerseys every year is like, oh my god.
You're lucky if you get 3 good ones.
Yeah, out of 30, like it's a disaster every year. And specifically, I tweeted this last night because I was watching the Celtic City documentary. But what Nike has done to the Lakers look is an affront to God.
An abomination.
Like to go from the gold, that beautiful gold, to like fucking neon yellow now almost. Oh my goodness.
There was a time, and I'm sure Liam could attest to this. There was a time where like Nike's soccer jerseys were great. They're fucking putrid now for the most
You
part.
get like 3
Adidas is-
templates. They give you 3
Adidas is
templates.
taking their fucking lunch in terms of the templates
So-
and the designs for
So
the most part.
happy Liverpool's moving back next year. I'm gonna give
Yeah.
Adidas so much money. Except I did see today, fucking tariffs. Adidas is raising all the prices on their U.S. merch, so that's gonna be awesome.
Nah.
But whatever.
Buy
At least we'll
vintage,
look
my
better.
friends. Buy vintage, my friends.
I do. I mean, I want to get a vintage bruised banana Arsenal jersey. Anyways, that might be next on my
Bruce
list.
Banana's so good.
Yeah, or the that alternate. Just look up Arsenal bruised banana, Jake.
Classic look. It's so good.
Or
Oh,
the
that's awesome. Yeah, Fitz. Get one of
yeah,
those.
right. Or the I mean, we've kind of had like I call it, I don't think there's a specific name for it. I call it like those old like styrofoam kind of cup looks like that you get at a fast food place. Like we had it a couple years ago, the blue with like the light blue zigzags on it. That and Osaka, I need that bad boy. Matthew goes, did you see the White Sox City Connect edition? I did. And
I like them. I know.
wonderful.
I like them
Sorry.
too. I saw people saying they were like, I saw people going like, that's lazy, like whatever.
I think it's great.
They look good.
Good hat.
Do I think
Really good
do I think
hat.
they're lazy? Yeah, but
Do you think it's a little evil? Do I think Jerry Reinsdorf is
100%,
evil and a
100%.
monster? Of course.
yes.
But
But they look
It's
good.
gas.
yeah,
What
I
can
like
say?
them.
The hat,
Sorry.
I love that. The hat's sick. I gotta be
Hat is very
honest.
clean. Yes. As Giorgio mentions
So,
in the chat,
they're
hat
2 for
is
2. They're 2 for
indeed
2.
clean. Now, hopefully that I like it because it's not original because it's a matchup of two already existing IPs, but it's original in baseball that it's crossing over with another sport.
Do you think they're only allowed to do that because Jerry owns the team?
Yes,
That has to be how they pulled it off.
right.
I can't
But if that
imagine-
starts a trend of other teams doing it, I don't know. I'll be like, I don't like. Let's not keep doing this, But I like it in this instance,
I agree.
What other situations could you do that?
Well, Pittsburgh already kind of does it because they already have the black and gold for all their teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I'm just thinking of like an ownership group in one city owning 2 different teams. Is it just Jerry?
No.
Stan Kroenke.
Baseball? Like, does it have to be baseball for this?
Kroenke,
this thought?
Kroenke
Yeah,
owns
for
the
this,
Nuggets
for this thought
and
experiment.
the
I mean, I
Avalanche.
know.
right?
Yeah, baseball. I don't think there's that many that have 2 in the same city. I'm thinking. Let me think. L.A. No. San Francisco. No.
I think Jerry might be the only one.
Yeah, he might
Or
be the
if we're
only
going
one.
specifically just baseball because I just named 2 random. Like
Yeah, because I mean, Kroenke owns like a million teams, but I don't think he doesn't own
Liam,
the Rockies,
I-
right?
I
does
think
not
no,
own
he
the
doesn't.
Rockies.
Okay, yeah, that makes it harder.
My man Dick. I know Dick's the president, or is he the owner?
Oh, that's right. It's like Manafort.
Monfort.
Something like that. He always
Uh,
responds to emails.
Yeah, I emailed him when I was going to Coors Field and he didn't answer me, which hurt.
Damn.
Sports owners of multiple.
It's great
teams.
radio.
Oh, they don't have a baseball team.
Yeah.
So,
Fenway should
the Utah guy, he owns. He owns multiple. Yeah. Okay.
What a shame. What a shame.
Yeah.
Cool.
Song of the week.
Yeah, I got one for you. I've been listening to my girl Jensen McCrae. Nonstop, love her.
Any relationship to Tate McRae?
No, she's much better.
Oh,
She's a real songwriter, not like kind of Tate's kind of a dancey pop sort of thing. Jensen McCrae. The song is "I Can Change Him" by Jensen McCrae.
there you go, Liam.
In honor of my Premier League champion Liverpool Reds, I'm going with "Freed from Desire" by Gala. Banger.
There you go. What do I go with? It's a really
Big
good
X the
question. I
plug.
just asked myself. Big X the play.
You guys
Down
like
from
Big
Texas.
X the plug? Hey,
Um,
I'm from Texas. Hey.
I just have to make sure I didn't do this song recently. If you give me a moment, I'm stalling. Face to Face by Daft Punk, off their 2001 hit album Discovery. Great song.
Good song. Good song.
Let's go with that. Anything else, Jens?
Nice. Fitz, how you feeling about the second leg?
Okay, I thought I was gonna maybe get around this topic.
I didn't get to watch the game, so tell me. Did
So,
they
okay.
look like shit?
So, first 10 minutes, they looked completely shell-shocked. PSG ran fucking... Oh, emoji of the week is a soccer ball, because we're going to be talking about soccer. Thank you for
Soccer?
the reminder. Soccer ball. First 10, 15 minutes of the game, they're running around like chickens with their head cut
PSG are
off.
scary, man. I'm telling you.
Well, it's the attack. Their attack is crazy.
Yeah.
Arsenal couldn't deal with it. Sloppy defense. Dembele hit a good shot, hit off the woodwork, got in. So, Okay, that's all right. Let's
What's the
comment.
XGA?
Eventually,
Pull up the
yeah.
XGA.
I think we won on expected goals.
Okay.
So we got that. You'll never sing that. We ended up calming down. We looked good in the last half hour or so of the first half. We had chances, didn't put it through. It's like, okay, all right, got some momentum. First couple of minutes of the second half go on. We end up scoring, but we're offside. We're way offside. It was a fair call. Couple more minutes passed. And it's like, okay. And then for the last 90 minutes of the game, or 30 minutes of the game, rather, we just looked flat. Trossard was not good leading the line. Marino has to be moved back up to the number 9 spot. And I think he will. Now that number 5 is coming back into the team, I can't stand him, but he's going to be coming back to play 6. That will move Declan back up to 8. And for this game, I think that's what we need. Put Marino back up at number 9, striker leading the line, because Declan's going to be able to carry it in. Declan's going to be able to facilitate some play into the final third. He's going to be able to, even at that point. Jake just fucking left.
Jake's out.
Declan, even if he's playing further up the field a little bit, I still think he's going to be able to halt a bit of the counterattack. Jake's back in. He's going to be able to hold some of the counterattack, I think. Not Arteta's best game. He only made his first sub 80 minutes into the game. And
Holy
it was
shit.
it was to take out Timber for Ben White. Timber was put on. I love Timber. He's great. And he ended up settling in, but early on in that game, he looked
way too late.
He looked like he was drowning out there, and I love Timber. He'll be fine, but at first he looked. I mean, the whole team looked out of sorts to begin, but he looked like he was drowning. Odegaard had an awful game. Odegaard was not good today. I think Odegaard.
I did see that on the timeline.
I think Odegaard's hurt. I think he needs surgery after the year, probably, because if it's not an injury thing, then there's a bigger problem. I'm not saying I hope he's hurt. I'm not saying that. But if it's not an instance of, okay, he was hurt earlier in the year, missed a couple of weeks. If it's not a layoff of that, like if it's not something played off of that, then there's a bigger issue at play here. And that's scary. But going into
as bad as you're making it sound, man, 1-0 isn't.
With all that, it was probably the worst case scenario. We were not playing our best 11 out of guys who are currently healthy. But even with that in mind, holding it to 1-0, it could have been way worse. I think Mikel can get the boys ready for a second leg. Again, our defense. Now that we're actually into the tie now, I think now that they've figured out how to kind of calm it down a little bit, they weathered the storm early on to only allow the 1 goal. I think they'll be okay there.
Who do you guys have in the Prem this weekend? You think they'll just
Bournemouth,
roll over?
I think. Bournemouth. But just don't get anyone hurt. That's all we need.
Man, that's true.
Get Marino back up to the 9. Get Declan into one of the 8s, especially if Odegaard's not going to be playing that well. And just hope for the fucking best at that point. For a team going into an away tie, down 1, I could be feeling a lot more nervous than I am right now. I'm not saying that we're gonna win. We have our work cut out for us, but it could be way worse. Dan asked if I miss Tomiyasu. I love Tomiyasu, but he never fucking plays. He's never healthy. I love him with all my heart, and he's a solid player when he plays. Solid guy to have off the bench at the very least, or for some depth. It's just he's never healthy.
Wrap it up. I want to watch the Celtics.
Okay, you know what?
Prediction for the second leg.
You know what?
For the second leg.
Why don't I boot you, Jake? How about that?
Yeah, kick me. Obey your mother.
Jake's out of here. Fine.
Prediction for the second leg.
3-2 Arsenal after extra time.
Oh my God! Real
2-1.
barn burner.
2-1 in full time. Go to extra time. And then Martinelli scores the winner.
Oh, okay. All right.
In the 109th minute.
Okay.
There you go.
Your lips to God's ears.
Yeah. But that's all I got. Jake being rude. He got kicked off of Jake off Lansdowne. That's right.
He gone.
Dick ass.
He bounced.
Jake. I want to watch the Celtics. He's got a whole game to watch.
Yeah, they just tipped, right?
Yeah, it's fine. He'll live. It's basketball. They're not going to have a shutout. You're not going to miss a perfect game in basketball. It'll be fine. Plus, it's the Orlando Magic. We'll beat
Orlando Magic.
them. Crochet going into the bottom of the 7th here. I love that. 2 outs, runner on second, as we live and breathe. 1 out to count. 92 pitches. Yeah, this will probably be it for him this inning. But if that's all you got, that will be this edition. Leo going, we're down 9. It's basketball. It's a game of runs. They'll be okay. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So, that will do it. We appreciate you tuning in, as always, especially to those who are in the YouTube chat tonight. Chopping it up with the fellas. For Jake, watching the game, because he's got better things to do, apparently, than the podcast that he's paid to do. Mind you. For Liam, I'm Fitz. You're you. We'll talk to you next week. Until then, go Sox. Please, God, go Arsenal. Please, 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 God. Come on, you Gunners. And obey your mother. Jake already gave his.
Obey your mother.